What up, though? Ledge here, chill with me, wake y'all asses up. Good morning. Good morning, battle rap. Good morning, battle rap world. Lot to discuss. Midnight Madness happened. I wasn't there, but I always got somebody around. My man Ref, the GOAT, the GOAT of battle rap, the GOAT in battle rap, the GOAT of battle rap, was in attendance. He'll give us a recap because he was in the building. He's going to let us know everything we need to know about that event over the weekend. That'll be coming up later. Also, got some more stuff to talk about, right? Right? Yeah. We got an interview with UK's Battler of the Year of 2021, Bizzo Bond. It's been long overdue. This brother is super talented. Got crossover appeal as well. I think he can do it in the States. We'll talk about that and more. But first, it's the ladies. The ladies, y'all are at the forefront. Let's get into it. Chrome 23. Let's talk about it. Timestamps are in the description, by the way. Like, if y'all don't like this topic starting off first, I timestamped it for y'all. Timestamps are in the description. Skip this if you want to just hear Bizzo. If you want to hear about just Midnight Madness, we got it. We got it for y'all, man. Start utilizing that. But we're going to talk this Chrome shit first. Let's go. Remy Ma was not playing. Hold on. First of all, dope. This cover is fire. The ladies look fire. The presentation, it looks really, really good, really clean. I saw the trailer for it as well. You know, the little alarm noise, it was a little, could have lowered that down like a couple, what I'm saying, it was at a 10, could have brought it down to like a 7. It would have been a little bit more tolerable. But other than that, I like Remy with the narration and the women doing their thing up in there, getting the money, getting right to it. Chrome 23 presents Queens Get the Money February 27th. All right, so it's pretty much right around the corner. Live stream will be provided by Hot 97, the legendary radio station in New York. So they'll be in the Big Apple, holding it down. And I like everything about it except that it's going to be live streamed there. If you guys recall, one of the people got I would say that he got a lot of influence over there, a lot of power over there. He's been there for a long, long time. Was Ebro, Ebro from the famous, Ebro in the Morning show and all that. His work, he's worked with Hove and people like that. He's worked with the higher ups in the music industry, all the tastemakers and all that. And I just remember over the years, he's just kind of shitted on battle rap to a degree. Now, sometimes he's backpedaled and, rephrased some things, but it just still don't sit well with me. And knowing that he's like a part of that, he's a part of that brand over there, it kind of leaves me like, really? Well, and I'm not saying this because I'm partnered up with Caffeine, but you could have did it on Caffeine. You could have did it on Twitch. You could have just pulled what Midnight Madness is doing. Pull a Midnight Madness. They created their own YouTube channel, so their content will drop on their own YouTube channel. Like Remy got her own YouTube channel, something like that, or created some type of paywall. Hell, I would have paid for it. I don't know. And maybe it's just me not letting bygones be bygones, but I feel like seeing the potential in something because someone's name attached to it, seeing the traffic it can gain, because just because you don't like something and you don't like particularly see the value in it as a spectator don't mean you don't recognize its pull. And I think he, like a few others, because let's face it, he's not the only one who feels like that about battle rap. He's not the only one. He's not the only one who feels like that about battle rap or battle rappers. I'm pretty sure there's a large contingent over there that feels the same way. But they're not naive and they're not blind. They see the growth, they see the potential in it, and they want to capitalize on that on their platform. And I'm just not with that. I'm just not with that. It's like, and it's not, I'm not comparing it to race, but there be white people that don't fuck with the culture, don't fuck with you, but fuck with the culture. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like someone who sees you, profiles you, but then at the same time bobs to your music. You don't even realize that you're the one who created the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me that this man shitted on battle rap a couple of times in a couple of instances, and now like it's on a station and it's on a brand that he has large influence on. So outside of that, though, the card itself, I'm with it. Let me see what the matchups are. I believe just looking at it, I know Prestavia, as you see her there, she's going against Yoshi. You got the Bardashians going against each other. That's interesting. You got Official going against KCJ. You got Hustle versus Couture, which is gonna be fire. And then you got QB, Black Diamond making her return. She'll be facing 40 bars. That's going to, you talk about style clash for sure. Yeah, so it's going to be invite only, so there will be some semblance of a crowd there. I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to seeing what that's like. It's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, those are the matchups. Prestavia versus Yoshi. Again, the Bardashians going against each other. Official versus KCJ. Miss Hustle versus Couture. And then you have QB, Black Diamond making her return versus 40 bars. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. This is what I've been thinking about, right? Is there any omissions to that? Omissions that you're like, I see some people making the complaint about where's Vixen the Assassin. Uh, there's some other people that was named like Young Gaddis, Jazz. I don't think people are realizing this isn't just a one-off. This isn't like, oh, Remy Ma is putting together this event. Like, no, she's creating a league. Like, this isn't going to be the last event of the year, let alone like ever. Like, this is the event in February. She's done proper business just off the production and of the trailer and how she had things set up, had things on the hush hush alone. Like even the people that were quote unquote leaking info, the info that I seen was leaked wasn't really any of these matchups besides the one she outright said, hey, listen, Midnight Madness, I know y'all got Prestavia and Yoshi, but if y'all want, we want to take that and really highlight them in a bigger, and they acquiesced and they got that done. But as far as these other matchups, I didn't really know much about them. But like I said, I think we're going to get tons of matchups down the road if this thing is as successful as I expect it to be. Hopefully, all these ladies come with it, no choking. And the thing with Remy, I just know she's cutthroat. Like y'all can fuck up in these opportunities if y'all want to. Some of y'all ain't gonna get the call back. She don't get because see this thing about her with it being her league. Yeah, you might have demand, but like she could easily be like, you know what, I'll battle it. She come out and battle, like you can't bully her. She be like, yo, before I pay you all this money and you've been doing all this, I'll come out there and battle and pay. You know what I'm saying? She could. I don't think she will, obviously, but that's just the type of aura. That's just the type of, you know what I'm saying, sense of self worth she has. Like you might be expendable to her, so you can't be fucking these opportunities up. Well, she can just go to Hot 97 and do some shit like this is pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody got that pull to pull that off. I think, yeah. So for those who are kind of complaining about why this person isn't on there, like it's just one event. There's going to be several events down the road. Hopefully, knock on wood, because you know what I'm saying. You know how motherfuckers be. But I expect it to be dope. I expect it to be entertaining. I feel like Prestavia and Yoshi, they're gonna have to, because I'm assuming they're going to go first, no matter how it stacks up. I don't know who's quote unquote the main event here, Would it be QB and 40? I know it's not official in Casey. They're not the main event. No shots, just no. Just I'm just stating the obvious here. The first two battles we know is Yoshi and Prestavia official in Casey. That's interesting. Is the return of QB? I'm gonna go with QB and 40. That's the main event. That's the main event. I know she's cool, very cool. I know they're like sisters, Remy and Hustle, and Couture. She got her own like following as well. But yeah, the return of QB against 40, who had a really really dope ass year last year, and many consider her the queen or the face of women's battle rap to a certain degree. You got differences of opinion, but she's always in that discussion. So I would put that as the main event, even though I don't see like a flyer with the names in row in the line, like to really see who's on top or whatever like that. But yeah, man, if Yoshi and Prestavia going first, they gotta set the tone for real. Like they gotta really, really bring it. 3 rounds, of fire. I hope, and that's another thing. Don't let it not be no 3 round battles. Don't let one of these battles be a 1 round. The fans gonna turn. Fans be doing heel turns quicker than Triple H, bro. Like they'll heel turn on you. Don't let one of these battles fuck around and be a 1 rounder. It'll be rap. Oh, you ain't never getting my business again. I'm done. Be done after one event. I'm done with this league. You know you're not. You niggas not done. We ain't hearing that. But yeah. So Chrome 23. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be dope. I think being that it's invite only, a selected few, I think that's perfect. I don't want them to be overwhelmed by it all. Private setting, sort of. They can just lock in and just go at their opponent, have fun afterwards, keep it small, keep it intimate, and yeah, let the best lady win. And then you can start talking about expanding to larger settings and crowds and things of that nature. I just hope it's not. I hope it's not like a permanent thing. This Hot 97 ordeal. I just hope it's not. And when they say like provide live streaming, is it going to be Hot 97 on YouTube? Hot 97 or like their actual webs, like their site? Do they got an app? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We more details about that. I'm pretty sure it'll be coming out because I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't listened to Hot 97 probably since when Hov was there, when he was doing his media run for, was it Magna Carta? That was like probably last time I checked. It's not my jam, but I'm gonna check it out for this though because I support battle rap. You know what I mean? So we gotta support our own. So they'll get my view this time around. But yeah, that just didn't sit right with me because I just remember in my head the things he said, like live on air. It wasn't some shit he got caught saying. It was just like, yeah, nah. Battle rap is so like I don't know. He was very dismissive about it. It's just a little bit, but I'm with it though. I wonder who's gonna be in attendance too. That's gonna tell me a lot. Who's gonna pop out? The pop outs. The pop outs is gonna matter at this one. Like who's gonna really pull up the special guests and things like that. I would assume like Smack would be there. It's in New York. I feel like Smack would be there. I don't, I would assume Debo would be there to support. Debo or Babs or somebody like that. Unless they feel a way about this. I don't know. That's the other thing. I don't know how Queen of the Ring. I'm trying to be. No, my grandma always said, don't expect people to think like you. Because for me, this would be dope for me if I was running Queen of the Ring. Like the women that I helped are now on this stage. Each, you know what I'm saying? Now one hand wash the other. We can, but they might not feel like that. They might feel like, oh, they traded on me. Now they fucking with her. They might consider her the ops. I'm so tired of people using that too. They might consider her the ops now, so they might not fuck with it. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out over time. Because, this is a very competitive business. I remember Smack used to pull up the King of the Dot events. You know what I'm saying? Now look at what's going on. Battle rap crazy, man. What I tell y'all about these heel turns. These heel turns crazy, man. It don't take long. So I don't know. I'm just curious to see who's gonna pop out to this event and how that, because that kind of let you know how people view the league and how people view the prospects of the league moving forward. All right. So yeah, Chrome 23. Salute to Remy Ma. Salute to the women that are selected to be on this debut. And yeah, go out there, do work, kick ass, man, and make women's battle rap the talk of the town for that whole month. All right. As promised, I am here with somebody very, very important, man. Been watching him for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's gotten better every time I've seen him, every year. Dating back to, I think I'm gonna be honest, my first time seeing this guy was against Tally of all people. Don't Flop. And I remember that was my appreciation. That was my initiation to learning the phrase. Okay, this guy is rapping well, but this guy was the better battle rapper, and that phrase has kind of carried on since then. I was like, that makes sense. Like he was much better of a battle rapper in that battle, and since then he went on to do great things. Last year was an amazing year, UK Battler of the Year, winning the tournament, and also the Premier Champion, Premier Battles belt holder right now. We're talking to the one and only Bizzo Bond, man, UK's finest. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it massively, man.
Absolutely, man. Just talk about that year, man, now you got a lot of pressure on you to kind of either kind of equal that year or surpass it, man. How it felt like a blur to
Yeah,
me. How did it feel for you?
yeah. It was a crazy year, man. It was kind of like I want to say defining in a way, but I feel like this year is going to be more towards defining for me now as opposed to last year. I put a lot of hard work in last year to get where I was going to be, and I'm very blessed in the position that I'm at now. I'm obviously the Premier Battles champion, Anarchy tournament winner, Battle of the Year for 2021. So it's yeah, I feel mad blessed right now, but I know that that's only part of the work because I know that I've got that this year. Like you said, there's a lot of pressure on me to kind of replicate it
Mm-hmm.
and do it again, really, but do it to a better standard than I did it last year. So I'm excited for the challenge, though. I'm very much looking forward to it. So yeah, man, let's get it. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you say you're ready to go, do you feel like with the tournament, you had a set. If obviously if you win and you continue on, you're guaranteed with like 4 battles, and couple that with the other battles you had. So you had a pretty heavy workload. Is this year more so less amount, but still like high quality, kind of quality over quantity as far as how many times you want to battle this year?
To be honest, I've said in my head that I'd like to do 5 battles this year, which would be the same as I did last year, but against better opposition,
Mm-hmm.
against like bigger names, kind of test myself against different styles and just try and wrestle with the top tier, bro. That's what I want to do now. That's my goal. Uh, Biggest objective for me this year is keeping hold of the Premier Battles title. That's firmly cemented in my head as the thing that I need to do. So that's all I'm focusing on. But I've got so much lined up this year, like crazy opportunities. If all things go to plan, obviously winning the Anarchy tournament, I get a chance to represent Premier Battles at King of the Dot, which I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
And that's we're just in the final stages now of getting that ready. So, but
Nice.
when that announcement drops, that's a crazy announcement when that comes to fruition. So, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah, I can only imagine the because they can throw any type of name at you and it'll be kind of a smash. You can't really go wrong with King of the Dot. Salute to them, by the way, who does
Yeah,
great
salute to King of the
business.
Dot.
Does great business with the belt because you know you won it. They gave it to you, and there was like some opinions on it, like, yeah, he deserved it, but you know how the saying goes, you're not really a true champ yet until you defend it.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like priority number one for you? I know you got the King of the Dot thing going as well, but really showing that you're a true champion, that you can take on all comers, is that kind of your priority, your main focus, showing that you can defend this title? Because that'll be, you know, it'll be a lot of things said if your first defense and you lose the belt to someone. You know what I'm saying? So how do you
Yeah,
feel
man.
about that?
So yeah, I feel like that's exactly what I've got to do this year. I've got to keep hold of the belt for a number of reasons. I'm chasing a lot of records within UKBR at the moment. So, for example, I'm one win away from equaling the most amount of judge wins consecutively in the league.
Wow.
Um, the title has never been defended before. So every
Yeah.
person who's been the title holder has never defended it. So I'd be the first champion to successfully defend it. And I'm against someone who I got beat to very early in my career, and I've always rated him as a performer and as a battle rapper and as a person. And to get the opportunity to kind of rectify that defeat is another like massive fire underneath me to beat him and retain the title. So there's a lot of driving factors. But first and foremost, I do want to remain the champion for as long as possible. I want, as well as that, I want to defend it more than any previous champion as well, because I feel like it needs to represent that prestige that it deserves. And if you're the champion of the league, it's a big responsibility and a massive thing for that battler. So I kind of want to reflect that into the scene. So I don't have any intentions of losing it anytime soon. I certainly feel like I need to win my first defence pretty convincingly on the 23rd of April. So that's what I'm working towards doing right now.
Yeah, and you're going to get someone in Koje who I've seen who is just like when he's on, he's on. And I've seen him. He was a part of the tournament as well in
Hmm.
Arky, and I saw him do well. And as you said, like you guys been in the ring with each other before. What do you obviously when you reach this level, you're going to be much better than you were before. What are those things that you think you've improved on vastly from your first encounter?
I have a lot more confidence and self belief now that I'm better than the person that I'm put in front of. Very early on in my career, I was put in situations where, like the room didn't really know who I was, or I was traveling vast miles across the country to battle, where I was in audiences that didn't know who I was. I was on my own for most of the time, kind of cementing myself into the scene now where I'm a lot more comfortable, and that reflects in my performance.
Mm.
I'm always looking at improving in terms of my performance style, my writing style. Like every time a battle of mine drops on YouTube, I review what people are saying. I go away, I watch it, I see what I can do better, write down what I can do better, and then I try and implement it into my next performance. So I feel like I'm all round a lot better than I was back then by a mile now. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited to actually get on the stage in front of so many people, because it's going to be a crazy event. We've sold loads of tickets already for it, so I can't wait to perform in front of a live crowd again, man.
Yeah.
It's been ages. My last battle in front of a crowd was in 2020,
Oof.
so
That's
it's
wild.
yeah, February 2020, and there wasn't that many people at that event. So
Mm.
this one's gonna have like 200-300 people. So it's gonna be a big one. So, but I'm gonna thrive off it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. This is like a like I don't even have this written. Well, I don't have any questions written. Just kind of freestyling. But yeah, didn't know that's a secret. Though we're gonna keep it here. Yeah. But my question is, being the main event is such a different thing than opening, like from a preparation standpoint, the way the crowd receives, your material, because they've been standing and listening to bars all day. And do you, and I don't think I've asked this question to anybody, so you'll be the first. Do knowing where you're placed on the card, does that change the way you write? Like knowing that you're going to be in the main event, it might be a restless crowd. Do you feel like, okay, I might have to place more energy in this opening round to kind of wake people up, or anything like that? Does the adjustment happen there?
I think with me, there isn't much of an adjustment, because I always whenever I battle over the last 2 years or whatever, I've always gone in saying, right, you need to win performance of the night. Basically, that's how I always view it. I try and go in with that attitude that I'm better than everyone else on the card. I'm going to prove it, kind of thing. So that's kind of my self motivation to be the best one on the card, regardless of the other matchups. Whether I'm on a card with Koj, Bison Briggs, Moat. Even if I was on the card with Shotty Horror, I'd be saying, right, I want to be the best person on this day.
Absolutely.
It completely, it drives me on to write my best and perform my best. It's a surreal feeling being a main event, especially at this kind of magnitude, like two of the best in the UK going at it for a title. It's a surreal experience, but it's one that I'm really, really excited about and wanting to thrive off. So like I said, I can't wait to just go out. The thing is as well, because it's been so long and no one's seen me other than watching me on Twitch in the Anarchy tournament. My perception of the fans will be completely different, because fans will have been watching me lower down the card at a stage where they didn't really know or follow me as such. And now I've got this following. I've got people buying tickets solely to watch me. People that are coming from other ends of the country to come and watch me battle, and it's a complete change of events now for me in terms of my battle career. So it's kind of very humbling as well, and that's another thing that makes me want to get on the stage and like repay all the fans for all the support over 2021, the ones that were voting on Twitch, the ones that were tweeting about it. I'm just like in a good place at the moment, and I'm looking forward to like reflecting it when it comes down to the game day.
Yeah, and I for one can say when I was watching the finals, I wasn't able to watch it live, but when it dropped on YouTube, I just seen the comments like, "Yo, I don't know who this Bizzo dude is, but he is nice," and I'm like now a fan. Like you see that, like you can go look in the comments now. It's like kind of one of the top comments on there, and I
Yeah.
love that. And now with the target on your back, is it possible for you to kind of lock in and not only defend your belt but repeat? Like, is that also a goal? UK Battle of the Year was a huge award. Shout out to the Wiretap Trubs, London
Shout
Gen,
out Wiretap.
everybody who was just like involved in that. Is that a goal to you, or are you kind of off that? You feel like that's more of like that's an accolade, that's cool, but how do you feel about that going after that as well?
The thing is, man, like if I don't have another, I feel like if I don't have another defining year this year where I go up another level, and I was to, for whatever reason, decline in any way, shape, or form, it would reflect bad on the year that I've had last year, in the terms that it could be seen as a fluke. It could be
Yeah,
seen as the situation with COVID and whatever worked in my favor, and I just
yeah,
don't want to. I don't want to leave
any doubt.
anything out there for any doubt out there. So this year's a massive year for me, but it's reflected in the names that you'll see me against over the course of the year. It'll be one of those years where if I can pull off this year, it
Yeah,
the tear jumps again.
absolutely.
I go up another level, and
Yeah,
that's just from like the early stages of talking that I've had with leagues and in terms of matchups and things like that. If I can follow it through, then it'll be crazy, man. But I'm so looking forward to it.
yeah, I am too. You coming over to King of the Dot, and like you're one of the guys. So I said like you can easily cross over and kill shit over here, like just easily. How often or frequent would you like to be a part of like battles over here in the states, whether it's King of the Dot, I battle? I know Lex has a big appreciation for what you guys do. You know what I'm saying, in the UK. Like, how often would you try to make that trip? We just seen Georgie over here. I heard he did
Yeah,
well.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, both and LSD apparently
LSD.
smashed it as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
so but yeah, shout out iBattle. I'm a massive fan of that league. I'm absolutely dying to represent over there as well for that platform. I'm just waiting on a few more things, hopefully progressing over the course of the year, and then I'll be out. But in terms of frequency, it, this is all like a dream for me, mate. It's like for me to be traveling overseas and battling overseas, like as a younger kid, what growing up and watching it, and being such a massive fan of the scene, and watching uh, all the way from World Domination 1 on King of the Dot.
Mhm.
I've supported all the way through, and to actually be going out and being on that platform is again surreal. So I'm excited, but I know that I'm only taking everything one battle at a time. So as much as I'd love to be out there every single other month or whatever, I know that I've got to ensure that when I do actually eventually go over to King of the Dot, or if I go over to iBattle first, or whatever way it works out, I've got to make sure that battle is an absolute classic from my
Absolutely.
side. And then I'll just build on that. But yeah, I'd love to make this a frequent thing over the next few years where I'm going out regularly, and I feel like I can quite easily do it. I just need to keep my head down and keep working at the rate I'm working at the moment. So
Yeah. Ultimate goal at the end of the, besides accolades and besides improving, is there a particular person you feel like that a kind of stamp that, okay, I'm really here, I'm really at this level? Is there a guy out there for you like that?
um, to be honest, there isn't anyone I'm really like watching as an individual. I think if I was to ever go abroad and battle as like a towards the main event kind of thing, then I'd feel like very accomplished in the scene, considering the amount of talent that's over in the US and in Canada at the moment. So I mean, any top tier guy who you could class as a veteran who's been around for a while would be a massive success for me.
Mm.
But I know that again, when that happens, there'd just be another goal set, and there'd just be another thing to aim at. There's no sign of me ever completing the game as such. Like I don't have a like an exit plan or anything like that, or I don't say, right, once I've done this battle, I'm 3 steps away from retiring or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
just in, I'm just enjoying the moment, and whatever comes up, I'll assess it. And if it's something that I feel will benefit me, and it's something that I'm motivated to do, then I'll be up for it, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey man, look, I can't wait to see what you do this year, man. This is like you're one of the guys to watch for me, just based off of not just last year, like I said, seeing you improve over the years from the Don't Flop days till now, and you versus Koje. That, like, we do end of the year top 20 battles. This has a chance to really crack that, because I know what both of you guys can do when y'all are at like zenith mode. So I'm looking forward to this battle,
Yeah,
man.
man. That
For
that battle could be one of the best UK title matches ever. I feel.
yeah.
Um, I know Koji's battling next month in Manchester against Frost,
Mm,
and then he'll have full focus on me. I've already started making my preparations for it because I know I need to be ahead of the game for this. I know that Koji will come at his very best because this is something that he's set himself to win.
yeah.
Um, and I just need to make sure it doesn't happen. So I'm
when
motivated.
when he battles, kind of, that's pretty close to, to take a battle and then go against you. I think that's cutting it a bit close. Is that enough time for you? If he has like a hiccup in there, or there's something poignant that you can spot in there, is that battle in enough time for you to like tweak anything? Like, say he fucks up massively, and you can
Yeah,
can you focus on that and then implement it?
potentially. I've already thought about this, and I feel like if it will be very close to the battle dropping on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
to the match with me. Um, so unless because I think if the battle is a really good battle, I think they'll drop it early. So I think there'll be a lot of time for them to see Frost versus Koji in the lead up to the title match.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like if Koji were to or Frost were to choke for 1 or 2 rounds, it would be delayed and uploaded later. So not that many people might see it by the time our battle comes around. So whether or not it's worth me changing any material at that point, we'd have to see. We'd have to review it
Sure.
there and then. I'll be in the building for the battle anyway, so I'll have
So
a bit
yeah,
of
no.
time to prep something.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. But hey, look, man. I want to say I appreciate your time. Truly, this was an honor. One of on my list to get an interview with this year, and yeah, I'm just proud of everything you've done, and also winning UK Battle of the Year, which is like no small feat. It's some killers over there. So you stood out above the rest and deserved that, man. And I appreciate you.
I appreciate that, mate. Thanks very much. I love the show. I watch the show all the time. Your words on the Battle of the Year segment were like very humbling as well. I appreciate them massively. I've got them saved in my phone. So,
Oh man.
but yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for everyone to see me again, and hopefully this won't be the only show we do together.
No, no, no. You back for sure. You back for sure. Especially we got a king of the dot because of this. If it's some names that I got in my head, if it's any one of those, we gotta chop it up immediately. You hear me? Yeah, all right.
Facts.
My man Bizzo, man, appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes. Salute the Bizzo. Salute the Bizzo. Midnight Madness. It happened over the weekend. It's been a lot of hoopla, a lot of promoting, and a lot of marketing, branding, and hashtagging. But at some point, we had to find out, man, was these battles going to shake shit up? Was it going to be money on the floor? Was it going to be showtime, back to the essence, and all that good shit? I wasn't there, but I told y'all, if I'm not there, somebody I know is there. And they going to give me the scoop. That's what in the building recaps are all about. We got in the building recap of all of these matches and the atmosphere and all that by the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. If we're doing Mount Rushmores, I'm putting him on my Mount Rushmore. We talking about referee Nelson, Ref Nelson. Not only is he Fonz manager, not only is he a former battle rapper, but he's done the cover and the graphic to damn near everything you guys see on socials regarding battle rap. Restore Order. Yeah. That's his shit. That's his designs and all that. You know what I'm saying? All of my shit is Ref. You know what I'm saying? Everything you see out there damn near is Ref. He was involved with Champion of the Year as well. Not just this year, but the previous years. He's the GOAT. He was in the building. Here's his recap. Ref, take it away.
It's your boy Ref Nelson here with the Midnight Madness recap. I'm just getting in, bags under my eyes, but Ledger gave me the call, so I had to come through. First battle, Just Cuz from Connecticut versus Hustle from Louisiana. Just Cuz came out with a great round for an opener, especially. You're thinking like, damn, this is setting the bar pretty high. I don't know if Hustle can match this, but Hustle comes out with this rapid fire flow, super effective punches and bunches, and every time you land, the crowd reaction go from like a 5 to a 7 to a 10. And he just had the crowd on his side from like the midpoint of the first round on. And Just Cuz can never quite capture the crowd like he could. But Just Cuz material is great too. I hope to see them both. But Hustle won that clearly. The judges agreed. And now he's got a belt to show for it. And hopefully he'll get picked up by a team and we'll see him go on to do great things in Midnight Madness. The next battle was the women. It was Shuni the Rapper versus Fendi. Fendi comes out, great writing. But I just wish her delivery and timing was a little bit better, because some of those punches would have turned into haymakers, because the writing was so good. I feel like it was squandered slightly, because some of those things could have just hit crazy, but it was a lot of one note with her delivery, and I don't know, just something for her to work on. But great writing, one of the better pens in female battle rap already, and she showed it off in this battle. Shuni just came out super veteran. Stalking her prey, a lot of Fendi flips, a lot of great Fen flips. She had one of the best bars of the night, this finicky bar that y'all see on camera, but it just shook the room, and I felt like she should have ended it strong on that bar, but she came back and did like another 8 to 12 bars or something, and she kind of ended her round on like a period instead of exclamation mark, and she won the battle clear regardless. But I just felt like if she would have ended on that finicky bar, it just would have made a statement, and she just could have, yelled at the camera and just rode off into the sunset. But who am I? She won the battle. Fuck it. The next battle was Bad News versus J2. This battle was exactly what you probably thought it would be content-wise. But Bad News is hit or miss for me, but he was a lot more hit than miss on this one. J2 did a lot of good counter writing, because it was just a lot of predictable stuff that you would expect, but Bad News did it well. But J2 did very well counter punching with a lot of comedic stuff to counteract it, and he turned up with some gun bars. But I will say J2's energy in the third won him the third round to me. And I feel like if he would have had that energy in the first 2 rounds, he probably could have took this battle because it was that close, in my opinion. The judges did give it to Bad News kind of clear from their explanations, but I felt like this battle was pretty close to me. And I feel like J2 could have snatched it if he just would have had that energy from the third and the first 2 rounds. The next battle was Truffaut versus Drugs. A little controversial in the building. Drugs definitely felt like he won. True, of course, felt like he won. It was 3-3 going to the 7th judge, who was Don Q. And Don Q gave it to Truffaut, so he won the belt and the money. Didn't sit well with Drugs. A lot of people thought it could have went either way. A lot of arguing in the crowd, but, respectful arguing. Me personally, I felt like True won. You can make a case that both of them had their pros and their cons. Drugs kind of overdid some of the name flips, and he had some of the stuff that I've heard before, like stretch True out like 2 Chainz. Like if you watch a lot of Truffaut battles, you've heard that bar before. And he had just, he kind of ran the True into the ground at certain points, and there's a section where he had just a bunch of solid flips. And he just could have mixed and matched a little bit more, just kind of to keep you guessing instead of just going back to back with the same flip, just different ways. And True definitely had dry spots here and there, but when he was on, and he was on way more than he was off, and that's why he won the battle. Next battle was Snake Eyes and Nun Nun. A lot of people came into this battle disrespecting Snake Eyes. I came into the battle thinking Nun Nun might be the better rider, but the environment would definitely cater more to Snake Eyes. And not only did the environment cater to Snake Eyes might have outwrote Nun Nun too, to be honest. Nun Nun's usually incredible, and Nun Nun was pretty good, but Snake, the best Snake I've ever seen. The thing about Snake is he just sells his filler very well. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's like a veteran move that not too many people possess. It's like Calico does it. Not saying he raps like Calico, but Calico will have like a heavy section that hits, and it will go into some filler, but he sells it so good that it doesn't seem like filler. And Snake Eyes did that. Like he got into his heavier sections and he would get into some filler, but he just sell it so good. And you could just tell he raps on beat, and he comes from that cloth of just rapping. He didn't just start off battle rapping. Maybe he did, I don't know, but to me it just seems like he just cut from that cloth. He just knows how to rap, and he sells his filler well. And that was the best Snake Eyes that I've ever seen. Great battle. He definitely earned that belt, and it definitely shocked a lot of people. I think a lot of people thought Nun Nun was going to walk away with that, and sure enough, Snake Eyes kind of shocked everybody. Same thing with Truffaut, was 2 upsets back to back. Then the final battle, Lou Castro versus Big T. Great battle. Big T kind of started the sound effects and a lot of stuff that Lou does. Lou definitely does it in his own way, but it was a good generational battle. One that I was looking forward to. The first round, you got vintage Big T and very good Lou Castro. Lou came out with a lot of great bars. The crowd was fucking with him, but you could tell when Big T started rapping, the crowd really wanted Big T to just get in his bag with the sound effects. Once he started hitting the first couple, the crowd was just like, overreacting in points, but it was dope though, because like Big T was getting comfortable. You just seemed like the old school Big T for a second. But then the second round, I don't know what happened. Big T had like this part where he's talking about how Fonz killed Lou at the Chris Brown mansion, and then he did a couple bars that Fonz had. Like I know he definitely did the Ludacris, and then I heard you started hearing whisperings like Fonz said that in the it's in the battle you're referencing. So I don't know. Big T wasn't getting the reaction he wanted in the second round, so I think it threw him off. He kind of fought through it a little bit more in the third and had a lot more bright spots in the third, but Lou's second and third were just too heavy for what Big T offered up. So the first round is definitely debatable. I think I edged Lou, but the second and third weren't debatable. Lou definitely got that. The judges agreed, so Lou took the belt and the money. Overall, great event. Shout out to Sue Surf, Jack Boy, and Bill Collector for putting this together, and everybody else that helped out. You had Anderson Burris and his crew filming. You had JB overseeing it from URL. Just helping out. It definitely wasn't a URL event, but JB came through just to make sure the first event went out without a hitch, so shout out to him. A lot of who's who in battle rap, a lot of top tiers, a lot of of the bigger media platforms, managers and whatnot in the building. So, you know, almost everybody knew each other. It was only about 85 people. Everyone respected the event. No pictures, no videos, and we just want everybody to enjoy the content when it drops. We didn't want to spoil too much outside of the winners because all the winners are going to take pictures with their belts. There's no way you could keep under wraps like who won, really. So, you know, but shout out to everybody that has something to do with Midnight Madness, and I look forward to the next one in March. Salute.
And that's the show. I want to say appreciate y'all for tuning in. I want to say thanks to Bizzo Bond, UK's finest, the Battler of the Year 2021, the Premier Battles champion, the tournament champion. He was just the Triple Crown winner. We're gonna call him Triple Crown Bizzo. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him, and salute to my guy. You know, it's only Nico and Ref are my best buds, man. Everybody else is cool, but those are my guys. So salute to one of my best buds, man, Ref, holding it down, giving me the recap. And that's it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next week. As always, keep it battle rap. Peace and love, man.